make the female run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desire willing. Test her in every way, because she is the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to exact the last B word out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in the breaking process of the female N-word. We have reversed the relationship of her natural uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized N-word male, and she would have a limited protective dependency toward her independent male offspring, and will raise male offspring to be dependent on her. Nature has provided for this type of balance. We reverse nature by burning and pulling a civilized N-word apart and bullwhipping the others to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone, unprotected with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but psychologically, physically strong, because she has become psychologically independent. She will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the N-word woman out front and the N-word man behind his head. This is a perfect situation of sound, sleep, and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stand guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He is a good tool now, ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time an N-word boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually through the breaking of uncivilized savage N-word, by throwing the N-word female savage into a frozen psychological state of independence, by killing of the protected male image, and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of N-word male slave, we have created an orbiting cycle that turns on its own axle forever, unless a phenomenon occurs and reshift the position of the male and female slave. We show what we mean by example. Take the case of the two economic slave units and examine them close. The Negro slave unit.